Hello students, in this video I am going to tell you about the structure of plastids. Plas- Plastids occur in most of the plant cell and are absent in animal cells. Like mitochondria, the plastids have their own genome, or you can say they have their own DNA, and the type of DNA is circular type, as most of the eukaryotic cells have linear type of DNA, but this plastid and mitochondria has circular type of DNA which resembles to prokaryotic organism, or you can say bacteria. So they are self-replicating organelles like mitochondria, just like mitochondria, because they have power to divide. Because of the presence of their own DNA, they are also called as semi-autonomous organelles. And there is another structure which resembles to mitochondria, and that is 70S type of ribosomes, which is also present in case of prokaryotic cell, that is bacteria. So there are two structure, like presence of circular DNA and presence of 70S type of ribosome. This structure resemble to mitochondria as well as the bacteria. And next, they both mitochondria and chloroplastids, or you can say chloroplast, they show binary fission. So these all are the also feature of bacteria, so they resembles like bacteria. Plastids are of following three types. First is known as chromoplast, second is known as chloroplast, and third one is known as leucoplast. Chromoplast are known as colored plastid, and color is all the color except green. These are known as green colored plastids, chloroplast, green colored plastids, and this is the colorless plastid. So this chromoplast, they provide color to organs of the plant to attract pollinators. Chloroplast, they are green plastids. They contains chlorophyll and carotenoids. These are the type of pigments. And this is the site of what? Photosynthesis. Then leucoplast. In chromoplast, chlorophylls are absent. So you can say they add color to the organs like flowers and fruits. Leucoplast, they lack any color, so they take part in storage of food, like amyloplast, for carbohydrate, storage of carbohydrate, amyloplast, then elioplast for storage of lipids, then aleuroplast for the storage of proteins. So they leucoplasts are actually involved in the storage of the food material. So come to the structure of chloroplast. This is double walled, double membrane structure, outer and inner membrane. There is a some stack like structure, and these are known as grana. This single structure is known as thylakoid. And when so many thylakoid stacked one upon other, these are known as granum. And so many granum are called as grana. And they have circular DNA, ribosomes, some starch grain, and the fluid which is present inside the membrane is known as stroma. In grana, light reaction of photosynthesis occur. Light reaction of photosynthesis, and in stroma, dark reaction of photosynthesis occur. What is the meaning of light and dark reaction? We will discuss later. So this is the structure of chloroplast. So chloroplast is present in green algae and higher plants. Green algae and higher plants. So they have green pigment, that is chlorophyll, which is very much important, and they are involved in the process of photosynthesis. So chloroplasts are also known as the kitchen of the cell. Kitchen of the cell, because with the help of the process of photosynthesis, plant can make their own food, and that's why they are also known as, plants are also known as autotrophs or producers. Chloroplast is bounded by two membranes, just like mitochondria, and they have grana and thylakoid. Grana are stacks of membrane, as I told you, and thylakoid is the discoid, disc like structure, discoid sacs like structure. The molecule of the chlorophyll are present in thylakoid. Inner membrane of thylakoid has what? Chlorophyll. Stroma is the homogeneous matrix in which grana are embedded, and stroma contains variety of photosynthetic enzymes, starch grains, DNA, ribosomes. DNA and ribosomes. So what is the function of this chloroplast? Function is to trap solar energy. For what? For the process of photosynthesis to occur. Trap solar energy to manufacture food for the plant, and chromoplast imparts various colors, this one, and leucoplast stored the food material. So this is all about the plastid, structure of plastid. And next is the vacuoles. Vacuoles are fluid filled membrane bound spaces mostly present in large size in case of plant cell. And I can show you the structure. In plant cell the size is bigger. You can see here, this is a normal plant cell. You can see a big vacuole here. And if present in animal cell, it is very small in size, and that is the difference. In animal cell it is mostly absent, but if it is present, it is very small in size and it's temporary. And they are, you can say, they are a kind of storage sacs. They store water, glycogen, proteins. The vacuolar membrane is typically a single unit membrane. Point to be remember, single unit membrane, and it is often associated with the maintenance of water balance, or you can say in osmoregulation. Osmosis you have studied, and this is this is called osmoregulation, means maintenance of water balance in case of animal cell. This structure I am telling about the animal cell. In animal cell it is present in very small size, and the structure is totally temporary, and it is a kind of storage sac. It stores water, glycogen and protein, has single unit membrane, help in osmoregulation. So you can see this structure where in amoeba, or you can say in case of protozoans. In case of protozoans you can see the structure. In amoeba you can see some kind of food vacuole and contractile vacuole in case of amoeba. And also paramecium. So they serves as a maintenance of water balance in the animal's body. And food vacuole of a single celled organism like amoeba and paramecium contains the food item that the animal has consumed. And in case of plant cell, vacuole is very much important because it takes a very large space. Vacuoles are very large in case of plant cell. It is distinct, permanent. In mature plant cell, the vacuole occupies almost entire 90% volume of the cell. So obviously if an organelle occupies 90% volume of the cell, if it means that it is very much important. And because of the central position of a vacuole, the nucleus and other cell organelle in plant cell are pushed near the boundary wall. You can see in a very short structure of plant cell here. Just suppose that this is a plant cell. You can see this is a vacuole and all the organelles are pushed at the boundary wall, and this occupies a very large space. The vacuole is bounded by a membrane known as chromoplast. This is the membrane of the vacuole and it is filled with cell sap. It is watery solution, rich in sugar, rich in sugars, amino acids, proteins, minerals, and metabolic waste. The waste which is created during metabolism of the cell, metabolic waste, is also present in the vacuole. So what is the function of the vacuole? It helps in osmotic pressure of a cell, maintain the turgidity of the cell, they also store toxic metabolic byproducts or end product of plant cells, and they provide turgidity and rigidity to the plant cells. As I discussed in earlier video about the turgor pressure and wall pressure, how the vacuoles are involved in the turgidity, or you can say erectness and rigidity of the plant cell. If the vacuole cell sap is fulfilled, the plant become in turgor position, and if the cell sap concentration is low, the plant may show flaccid condition. So this is all about the chloroplast as well as the vacuole.